But let me show y'all something. I want to talk about this path that I took the last day of my trip. So when I left off on day 2, right? We went to the 7-Eleven. We went out to the sea, right? Pretty fucking stupid. I definitely this was definitely one of the dumber things I've done in my life. Basically, from that beach road, I took a road that kind of like led out onto this road. And this road runs pretty much all along the coast. If you can see here. You can see like this bottom road on Ioka Beach. It just runs like all along the bottom. You can't ride it all the way to the opposite coast, but it basically does that. That's basically the point of it, okay? So what I did was I got out on this street from where we left off, and I rode down. I called Rayo. I was like, Rayo, I need a manga cafe stat. We need to take a break. He was like, man, there is nothing around you. He said the nearest place where you can stay like that is like 30 miles away. And at that point, it was like 4 or 5 p.m. You do not want to be on this kind of road at nighttime on a bicycle because motherfuckers be riding like driving mad crazy on this road, you know, all that kind of shit. So I'm like, shit, the sun's going down. I definitely need to find a place to stay. So, I come across this place, this big place. It's called Ioka Shiosai Hotel. Huge facility, right? So I go in there, I'm like, hey, do you guys have any rooms for tonight? Now, mind you, I'm looking at all these fucking vacant rooms. I pop in there, sorry, we don't have any space. And like a herd of old people just come pouring out of here. Fuck. So I keep riding. This is it right here. No. This was I got excited because I saw the sign for this one. So they advertised like really good hamburgers. It said like American burger or some shit on the side. And I got excited because I was getting kind of hungry. I was like, oh man, I'm about to crush some shit. Of course, it's fucking closed. Now, mind you, this was like a Saturday evening. Why is this shit closed, bro? It's right by, like, why are the businesses just not open? It's so fucking weird. When you get out into the country, like, shit is just, it just turns into like a business elephant graveyard. It's crazy. Is this it? This might be it. I think this is it. What did I fucking tell you? It's called, like, it has some dumb name. It's called, like, Jumpers or Dummies or some shit. Flavors? It's called Flavors Coffee and Food Box. What is a food box? I also do not know. So I go into Flavors Coffee and Food Box, and I'm looking on the menu, and I'm like, man, I'm famished. I'll take the avocado cheeseburger with this. What do you think she tells me? Now, mind you, it's like 4:30, 5 o'clock on a Saturday. What do you think she said? Sorry, no more food orders for the day. Bitch, it is like 5 o'clock on a Saturday. What do you mean last order just happened? What are you talking about? I asked her for some advice, and she told me that there's minshukus all along the coast if I just keep riding. And there's one, it's basically like a guest house, but they have like a lot of them that are just like privately owned along the coast. So she was like, I'll tell you what, the owner of one comes here often, let me give her a call. So she called them, and then she was like, yeah, it's $25 a night. Absolutely. $25 a night. They got a room ready for you. Just hop on over there whenever you're ready. You just keep on this road, and it's not even that far. It's like less than 1 kilometer away. And I was like, all right, bet. But there's a lot of businesses like that here. It's they're called minshukus, where they're just like guest houses. If you want to imagine a dormitory, kind of. Dormitory makes it sound bad. It's not like that, but it's that kind of idea, I guess. You rent out a room. There's shower. Yeah, like a hostel, I guess. Yeah. Not a hostel, though. It's better than that. But I rode all this. This is after the second day. Here it is. I think it's coming up. Yeah, this is it. So I pulled up here. This is it. My room was right here. So it was really cool at nighttime because they still had some lights on. I could see out the bedroom window, and you could pretty much just see the coast. It was really nice. I passed out here. So it's like 5 or 6 o'clock. Unfortunately, they're done cooking food for the night. The good thing is there's a spot to eat right here. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you, the food was not that great. It was serviceable. I guess I didn't get seafood though, so I guess that's to be expected. But they had like water, they had drinks and all that other kind of shit. So I pulled up here, got something to eat, and I was dead fucking tired, man. I passed the fuck out. But here's where shit gets here's where it goes down. So I wake up and it's like 7 a.m. the next morning, and I head out because again the goal is we're going from that spot to Inubasaki, which is where the lighthouse was in Joshi. I'm looking on the map, right? And I'm like, okay, yeah, it makes sense, right? Just take this road. It's gonna go up into the Route 126. Take Route 126. It bends and it turns a good bit here, but I'm thinking we could just take one of these back roads. Google Maps said just take this back road and you'll meet up with it later. So I was like, okay, I guess. Fine, fuck it. This, yeah, here. So it hits a point where they're like, okay, so turn off this road and we're gonna go off-roading for a little bit. And I want to say it told me to go here. And then I just remember I hit a point where the map, it was telling me to go one way. And I was like, are they sure? But, you know, I remember the day before, I was like, man, all the stupid ass shit we've been through, like, it ain't gonna be worse than the forest trail the day before. Oh, nah, bro. It like, hold on. Let me find this shit. Yeah, bro, it was some shit like this. It was like, yeah, so you're going on this road, right? You're going down this road, and the map, all of a sudden, the route is like, turn off here. And I'm all immediately that's like a red flag. I'm like, I don't know about this, but all right. I guess it was right yesterday. Can't be that, you know, whatever. So yeah, I don't even know if the map. I don't even know if they had pictures. Yep. Yeah. This scene looks very familiar. Oh my God, this is it. Okay. I remember where I was in. Yeah. So basically, at some point they tell me to go off-roading, and I'm like, man, I don't know about this, but okay. And bro, it just got worse and worse. It just got fucking even more insane with every turn. You can already see, bro. Hold on. So I took some pictures around. This whole fucking thing was scary as bruh. The pictures do not do this shit justice. This shit was scary as fuck. Look, the pictures you can't even get the pictures, bruh. This shit was outside. You know shit was fucked up when the Google images be looking like this. But basically, I end up on this, like, a road like this. And you end up going through some rice paddies, some other crazy shit. I'm trying to find the exact one, man. There is one turn on this place where I was looking at the Google Maps and I was like, man, are they sure? This doesn't even look like it makes sense. So I end up going through all this shit. And I'm like, man, this is kind of rough. I wouldn't have done this if I'd have known. And again, mind you, the pictures are not doing this shit justice. This shit is super untamed. Actual fucking wilderness. Like this part was super scary. Cause mind you, it's in broad daylight, but in here it's dark as fuck. And you hear a twig snap behind you. No way in hell I'm looking behind me. And this, I was looking at this shit, I was like, bruh, are they sure they want me to go up here? So mind you, I'm coming from this way, and the whole time I'm coming up this path through the grasslands and the forest, I'm like, man, this looks like it's built on top of something that was buried here for a long, because I saw metal pipes and shit jutting out of it, but it looked like it had been there for like centuries or some shit. And then I looked at the map, I'm like, bro, they want me to go up this shit? Are you sure? And man, look at the fucking map picture, bro. They won't even let you go in there. This shit, I'm telling you, this was an Inuyasha forest mountain path. This shit was crazy. I just remember looking at the entrance to it, I'm like, man, I don't know about this one. So at this point, I'm like, fuck, man. I went through 2 passages like this, bro. I can't turn around and go back now. Because then I'm going to have to go back through the 2 I just got out of. I'm like, it can't be much worse than this. I got to just keep pushing forward. Bruh. This is all uphill, too, by the way. This is uphill. Finally, I make it out. Finally, some fucking light. Jesus. All right. Back on the fucking beaten path. Let's go. Dirt road. Here we fucking go. We in the thick of it now. And bro, when you end up with forks looking like this shit, where you gotta choose between raw dirt or like a dirt path that's barely better than the other one, that's like, that should tell you the kind of scenario this is. Anyway, we move. Keep it moving. Keep it moving. And then we hit here. And I think I have to, I think at this point I continue left. And bruh, just from looking at Google, just look at this road. Breakdown, this shit is not paved, bro. This shit is not paved, and look at that shit. I'm like, man, what if there, and I told you, the biggest thing is, you hear the twig snap. The twig snap, it could be anything. It could be a snake, could be nothing, could have just been a branch falling. It could be a bear, could be some killer bees that just ganged up on a stick for no reason. You don't know what it is. So I press on. I'm like, dude, I can't go back. I can't go back. So we move onward. This is all uphill too. This is like a, I want to say this was like a upwards like 150, 200 meter uphill climb. And then I hit another upward climb right here. Bro, this shit was so scary. Still not quite out of the woods yet. I think you take a left here. We take a left here, and then we cut right. So at least we're in a neighborhood now, you know? Here we go again. So at least there was civilization somewhat recently, so I felt better. Keep going, and I think we curve left here. And then here's where it gets fucking crazy again. Yep. This was like a upwards, I want to say this is like a 300 or 400 meter climb. This shit was super steep. And when you get deep into it like this is forest. This is like dense forest. The good thing is, right here, I met some old woman. She was driving a truck. And I was like, I'm really scared. Can you help me out of here? And she was like, it's okay. Just follow me. She was coming from behind me. And this was the part where I looked on the left and there was a gravestone on the road. And I was like, man, I was like, bro, I'm not feeling this shit at all. How much more? So she showed me that fork and she drove in front of me a little bit. And so I made that last big push uphill. And she was right, because once you get to this part, this is where the windmills and shit are. This is quite a bit of an incline up. But once I got to this point, I think I take a left here and I hit that main road again. And that's where the mini stop where I started the stream was. But to get from where I was the day before to here, this shit was like, it was probably like an hour and a half of just like, that shit felt wild. that shit felt fucking crazy. Yeah, that was nice. Oh, she was like, where are you from? I told her that I biked here from Shinjuku. She was like, why? she said, why? I didn't really have an answer for her. I was just like, I don't know. I just wanted to do it. From here, this is the main road. So I rode down a little bit, and there was a Kuroneko in that mini stop. And basically, I went to that mini stop, and I booted the stream up. But a little bit before that, I went to Kuroneko just to make sure I could deliver my bike back home. And they said, yeah, it was cool, and they got me the paperwork to do it all ahead of time and stuff. So it worked out. It was pretty... And then I booted up from the mini stop along this road. Should be like right around here. We might have even, it might have been a little bit further back. But this was, you get the point. From here, we hit the mall, and then it was the rest of the stream. But that bit through the forest, that shit was pretty scary. I'm not gonna lie, I was pretty scared.